There's a wide variety of research going on here which very much informs the teaching that we do and the way that the modules are developed. So for example, we have people working on cities around the world looking at the experience of women in different contexts. So my colleague Melissa Butcher is looking at single women in Delhi, for example, and I'm looking at the rise of the indigenous bourgeoisie in Latin America. We also have people in law looking at inheritance rights and how sexuality has influenced inheritance rights and the history of adoption law. And we've also got people looking at trans rights in prisons and queer perspectives on the development of narratives around HIV and AIDS.
One of the things we see as absolutely fundamental on the programme is the connection between disciplines and between ways of communicating. So the social sciences and law have been really important in thinking about gender and sexuality, but so too has film, literature, theatre and the arts more broadly.
One week we'll be talking about feminisms and the development of first and second and third and fourth wave feminism in a historical context. The next week we may be talking about psychoanalysis and gender and sexuality and Freud. And the following week we may be talking about Judith Butler and performativity. We also bring in scholars from geography and law to talk about gender and development and gender in the law. And we have some seminars on masculinities, gender theory, transgender bodies. So it's a real exciting mix of seminars. And students get the opportunity to do their own research, whatever they're passionate about, whatever they're interested in. And we match them up with an appropriate supervisor who will guide them along the way. So some of our students go on to work at NGOs, jobs in development, jobs in education, perhaps the civil service. Those are some of the areas where our students go on to afterwards.
I asked friends who are in UK about which institute then should I apply to. They recommended Birkbeck because it has well-known activists who are working here in this field. People like Matt Cook, Lynn Seagal, who are well known in feminist and queer activist circles. And that was very important for me because I didn't want to come to a place where I'm just learning theories from people who have no real world experiences of these theories and this application. And it seems to me that Birkbeck has the kind of teaching staff that are very involved in real-world applications of their theoretical understanding of gender, sexuality and rights.
The modules I took last term was the core module, so Theorizing Gender, which was a really good comprehensive look into all sort of theoretical aspects, and the guest lectures every week were fantastic. Some real heavy hitters like Lynn Seagal, and so that was interesting. And this term I'm taking Youth Justice because my undergrad was in law and politics, so I'm interested in building on the criminology aspect of that.